Hello, my name is Kerstin Borner. I am a creative consciousness coach and I obtained my qualification at the Creative Consciousness Academy. I'm working as a professional coach for more than 10 years now. And at the current moment, I have a lot of patients who suffer from tremendous stress, the feeling of being powerless, helpless, and not in control of what is happening. And I invited Marc Steinberg today because he created awareness creations to help our clients specifically to get more awareness and then also to support them to create the life they choose to live. Marc, could you please introduce yourself?
Yes, hi Kerstin and everyone who is listening and watching. My name is Marc Steinberg. I'm the founder of Creative Consciousness, an international movement to help people to tap into their essence and then to fulfill on their greatness. So it's all about human potential development and also about shifting into a more spiritual perspective of the world, of oneself, and from there more holistic actions. So that's my passion, that gets me up in the morning. That's why I created many things, amongst also the coach training program. And and that's how Kerstin and I are related. So I'm very happy to be here and dive into the deep stuff that is so important in these very special times.
Yes, thank you, Marc. Marc, you created some awareness creations, and as I said, they are there to help people to get more awareness and also to help them to create a life they choose to live.
I think we need to really start, and then it explains almost everything, with the understanding of the word responsibility. Now, I'm always using the quote I found many years ago. It says, the true meaning of responsibility is response-able, or the ability to respond. Whatever we may think, say, do, or feel, these are our responses for which we and no one else are responsible. It goes on, this is easy to see but hard to live, for we have been taught to believe and think the opposite. So we don't consciously choose our response, we react instead. And then we blame others for our reaction. No wonder we feel imprisoned by others and our circumstances. The enlightened, on the other hand, have broken the spell. They see the illusion. They take full responsibility for their responsibilities, and as a consequence, they always hold their own destiny in their own hands. They are free spirits. So that means when we talk about responsibility, it's not that one is causing what's happening out there. Responsibility means that I am free in choosing my response to whatever is happening out there. Now, as Viktor Frankl, he couldn't change the conditions in the concentration camp. However, he had control, and he was aware of it, over the way he perceives what's happening and for what purpose he is using what he is experiencing. And that's exactly how I started responding in the very beginning of this conversation. So the 5 levels of responsibility are just a confirmation that we are not really using our power when we are not aware that we have the responsibility and the power to respond. Yeah? I'm always reminded also of the quote in the first Spider-Man movie from Marvel Comics, with great power comes great responsibility. Now I say the opposite is as well true. With great responsibility comes great power. So by not responding from within, from the point of creation, we are also not connecting to the powers that help us making our response a reality. So when life is giving us lemons, make lemonade. What would be the lemonade in your personal situation right now? Maybe you have difficulties with your body or with your relationships or with not being able to travel or whatever is going on or with your job, right? Being overwhelmed, what are you going to do? Or you don't like to work at home and all that stuff. I'm very aware of that. But hold on, just take a look. If you were free to respond, not change things, if you were free to respond, how would you respond so that you could even experience meaning, purpose, and a great opportunity in those restrictive times as we live right
now? I think this is very, very important what you just said, Mark. It's, yeah, I think that makes so much sense. And I also think it gives a lot of hope, and it empowers us. That, from my perception, I would say if we are aware of that and we are applying this, we will gain so much power.
now.
In this, and that's what you say, we have a collective consciousness.
Yeah.
So we can create changes from there.
Yes. What's the catch-22 is always we are not stepping into that response ability because we're not aware of it, number one. And because we don't step into that, we are not connecting to power. So we are left with being a victim, having no power, and being just overwhelmed. And that is the catch-22. And the whole thing starts shifting with awareness. Hey, I am not responsible for what's happening out there, but I am responsible and having the power to choose the way I respond, my relationship to it. This is the key. The moment you are doing this and choosing your response ability, the way you respond, you'll see that with that you connect to powers of creativity. Suddenly, now you're restricted to 5 square meters, for example. Okay, make something of it. And you see, you can make the most magnificent lemonade out of it. Suddenly, it becomes an opportunity to live a monasteric lifestyle for a couple of weeks or months even, yeah? To center, to find your essence, to purify yourself from all what's not necessary, all the habits, all the familiarities. They only hold you back from a spiritual perspective. Literally, this is a time for many people to wake up so deeply that we can maybe even look back in many years to that time where we said the crisis provoked the spiritual awakening of the collective that was needed in order to save our planet, in order to save our civilization. Because if we just go on this way we do, we all know we're going to end up in a horrible state. So I see it as challenging, yes, and I see it also as a great opportunity. And I just invite everyone to join changing your perspective.
Thank you, Mark. I think this was very deep. I'm very grateful, and I must tell you, I enjoy your passion, the way you're gonna explain it, and it's there. And I get that you are living that, and that you are fully committed and fully in that space. And I'm grateful for that. Mark, it was really a pleasure to talk to you, and I hope that a lot of clients gain a lot of insight from that. And I hope this can go viral. I just empower and encourage people to be responsible.
Yeah, nobody needs to get under the wheels. Nobody. But nobody will also rescue us. We have the key, and the key is simple. You don't need to study books. You don't need to meditate for the rest of your life and all the rest of it. The key is exactly in what I said, and to consistently remind us every time by habit, because our brain is wired, right? Every time by habit, we fall back into the victim state. Wake up. What is my choice? To look at the current reality that is presenting itself in front of me, and then make choices that leave you freer and freer and freer. You connect to higher levels of power, and then you'll see that you have the destiny under control. You don't have under control what's happening, but you have your destiny under control. And that's my heartfelt wish for everyone.
Thank you. So freedom is a matter of choice.
It is. It is.
Thank you so much, Marc. Very grateful that we had the opportunity to see each other. Thank you.
Thank you very much for initiating it.
My pleasure.